What's up? My name is Justin McKee, and I play Eric in Insignificant Others. Insignificant Others is about what kind of starts with these 5 friends who live in the Middle East, back in Ohio, and they are involved with, in kind of a diaspora of sorts that brings them out west to San Francisco, and kind of follows their adventures and their adjustment to life out west. Of course, it's all kind of subplot, just kind of fluff leading up to the real story, which kind of begins when they meet Eric, which is my character. And Eric is very much the central character that the piece kind of revolves around. And Eric is befriended by Jordan, who is one of the 5 friends. And Jordan goes to see Eric perform in a nightclub. He's a singer-songwriter of sorts. And Eric sings a song called "There's a House." And that's really when the show begins, is with that first scene with Eric singing "There's a House." And I always thought that the play would be much more appropriate with a different title, something that kind of reflected what the show is really about. It really begins with Eric singing "There's a House." So there's an Eric. I thought that I liked that. That kind of worked. But Jay likes Insignificant Others, so whatever. Eric is a fucking crazy. He's a crazy character. Definitely the most intense character I've ever played. And I really wanted to, and I have successfully created such a nuanced and an intricate character, because he is so tortured, he is so conflicted, and as the central character, he really provides us with the central question to the piece, which is Eric gay or is he straight? Because that's what's on everybody's mind. There's other stuff going around. These 5 other characters kind of in the periphery. But what everybody's wondering, throughout the whole piece is Eric gay or straight? Because that's what's really important. Artie. In addition to the subplot about the 5 friends, there's a much more interesting and much richer subplot, which is that of Artie. Artie was Eric's brother, and in Eric's song "There's a House," Eric sings. He tells the story of his brother Artie. Way back in the day when they were growing up as children, Artie was walking home from practice. It's unspecified, baseball, badminton, we don't know. But he was walking home from practice and he was abducted, kidnapped, murdered. We don't know. As he says in the song, Artie just never came home. And that's key. So we don't know what happened to him. And in addition to the central question, which is Eric gay? There's the very, very pressing subplot and secondary question, which is, where's Artie? What happened to Artie? And that's what's really in the back of everybody's minds, is what happened to Artie? And that's a pretty potent subplot in itself. But I think, and I brought this up to George Quick, the director, and I think I've got a twist that really just packs some extra punch into the piece. Get this: Artie is Eric. Eric is Artie. And I know you're all thinking, well, how does that work? And I'll tell you how that works. You ever seen Fight Club? Mystic Rivers? Fight Club? Mystic Rivers. It's that simple. You know, check it out. And here's the backstory. Here's how it works. There's no such thing as Eric. Eric, let's leave him out. Artie is who exists. And Artie was abducted one day. And, you know, let your imagination go wild. What happens when you get abducted, you know? In any case, it was pretty horrific. And he escaped miraculously, and he couldn't go back to who he was. You know, he's changed forever. And so he could no longer be Artie. So instead, he created Eric. Eric is the new man. And like I said, what's key? What lyric is key? Artie just never came home. Artie never came home, but somebody else did. And that was Eric. And that is who Artie has become after this experience. And, you know, I really think that says a lot. So then let's rewind a little bit here. We go to our new and improved title of the show. There's an Eric. What does that mean? I think it says it right there. You know, there is an Eric in all of us. In all of us, there's that part of us that we have recreated to hide those wounds and to get over, you know, all those old tragedies. And there's an Eric in all of us. We all have that part of our persona we create in order to fight off, you know, all that old stuff. So, you know, I'm going to bring it up to Jay again, because Insignificant Others is for the birds as far as I'm concerned, and There's an Eric is really, I think that's where it's at.
Hit me, baby, one more time.